Hello, my friends, and thank you for joining me, Karen Barney, Karmic One Tarot, bringing you the road ahead for August 2nd through August 8th, 2020. Going to be an interesting week, my friends. I don't know if you can feel it, but the Leo energy has really taken over, and things are starting to look a little bit brighter. Don't forget, we have that full moon on August 3rd, Monday. That's in Aquarius, bringing a little bit more humanity and kinder, gentler vibe to the world. Even though there are going to be closings, endings, culminations, it's going to be a little bit softer than things may have been in the past. Don't forget, we have the Lionsgate portal open on the 8th, which is Saturday, the last day of this reading. So just keep your options open. This is a new deck. This is called the Affirmations Tarot, and it's very colorful and very bright. Let's see who we're shuffling for first. We're going to do these by element. Timestamps, again, my friends, are always your friends. Send me a timestamp, and then if you'd like, I'll answer a one-question reading, give you a one-question reading. You can email me at karmic1tarot@gmail.com, and you'd be surprised how often they go unclaimed. So, let's see. What's happening? Who are we shuffling for the week of August 2nd through August 8th? We have Wands and Swords. So let's see which one is the trump. The Knight is the trump. So we're going to do Swords first. Air signs: Aquarius, Libra, Gemini on the table. The Knight of Swords and the Page of Wands. So you are inspired to take some dramatic action, some charging in with gusto. You know, flying in quick like a bunny. They just told me, quick like a bunny. All right, well, the Page of Wands, inspiration, excitement, confidence, surety. You have all of this bravado, but you're backing it up. So where are you taking this, my air sign friends? What is happening for you the week of August 2nd through August 8th, 2020? Air signs. One or two cards, please. Thank you. Two cards there. We have the Three of Cups and the Seven of Swords. So maybe distancing yourself from a group of people, some people that are close to you. What is happening here? You're inspired to take dramatic action. New ideas, new directions. That was our Page of Wands. It's happening. Thank you. This one. The Two of Swords. Ooh, a difficult decision. And then we have two there. That's not good. One card, please. The Two of Swords. Not sure which way you're going. You're blindfolded. You don't really know what you want to do. And then I have the Hierophant here. So there may be a commitment, a contract, some sort of position of structure that you may need to break free of. I think you are distancing yourself from this situation with people that are close to you, my air sign friends. And then I've got the Death card here at the bottom of the deck. So most definitely Scorpio energy there. And then here you are in the Swords. That is most definitely you, and Taurus with the Hierophant. So let's see. You know, normally the Three of Cups is a card of celebration and enjoyment, and really enjoying the people that you keep company with, and how it's a camaraderie. The Death card is telling me there's an ending here, and it's an important or valuable piece of news that comes in that causes the ending. The Death card, a transition. That's your decision here. So there's an important commitment that you are changing, or maybe deciding to. Maybe you leave the decision for another day. Let's see what's happening with the Seven of Swords. Are you distancing yourself from this, my air sign friends? Putting it behind you? Was there some deception and now you need to make a decision? Is there a third party? I'm going to say it. Is there a third party in a commitment, in a marriage? I've got the Four of Wands, so you're distancing yourself from your home. Excuse me. You are changing the structure of where you live, how you live, who you live with, perhaps changing your group. Tell me about the Seven of Swords. I don't know if this has been a happy home. The Death card, yes, absolutely. You are completing something within your home, and that's a difficult decision. It may involve other people. Maybe there's outside interference, a friend, a mother-in-law, someone on, someone that just keeps stirring it up. You've had enough. it's time to distance yourself. And how are you going to do that? How are you doing that with the Death card? The news you hear puts you in a position of authority, and you leave on the new journey. The Tower, it's gonna be an unexpected situation. Air signs. Decisions to be made. Let's see where that's going. What kind of a commitment is this? Let's talk about that. What kind of a commitment is our Hierophant? Now remember, the Hierophant can be a teacher. He can be a teaching job, something on that idea, a contract for a job with a large company or organization. He's also representative of banking institutions. So whatever you've got going on, there might have been some deception, and it involves perhaps the happiness of your home, or maybe even the structure, the actual home. You're distancing yourself from that. Tell me about the Hierophant. The Hierophant, thank you. The Five of Wands. It's been a conflict. It's been well, it looks like it's hand-to-hand combat too, so it's close. It's within this group of people. Perhaps the Hierophant, is sometimes seen as the Five of Wands is sometimes seen as a negotiation. It's can also be seen as competition. So, the Three of Cups may be competition here. Tell me about the Hierophant. Where's this deception been? What is it that you've been fighting with? The Eight of Wands. The news travels quickly, and it starts it. It brews this conflict. The news, my air sign friends, that Page of Pentacles, important, valuable news that brings in this ending, and it feels like it's a sudden ending. What's happening here? Do you make this decision? This Two of Swords decision? Difficult, painful, going to cut either way. Whichever sword you remove, it's going to hurt. Thank you. The Nine of Wands. I don't think you're ready to throw in the towel yet. I don't think you're ready to make the decision. I think you need to see how things play out. Maybe distancing yourself in the beginning is the better way to go about it. What's happening with the Two of... Thank you. The King of Wands. Yeah, you're gonna wait till you're in a better position, I think. You're going to wait till you're in a better position until when you get this news. It could be that there is some sort of financial offering to you, a new job promotion, a raise, anything like that. The Page of Pentacles is going to put you in a much better position so that you can move when you're ready. I don't think it's quite yet. Tell me about the Three of Cups here, please, for my air sign friends. The Three of Cups. What are you celebrating? Are you celebrating the end? Are you celebrating the Death card because it does bring in the new beginning? Yeah, well, it's going to be upset, my friends. The Tower. The Tower right here on the other side of the Fool. So you are going to be jumping in from the frying pan to the flame, it looks like, or maybe the other way around is probably better for you. But this Fool is flying off into the sunset. This is a beautiful, this is going to be difficult for you, but the outcome is going to set you free. The outcome is going to set you free. The Tower is sometimes surprise and delight, and sometimes shock and awe. But either way, there's a silver lining. So tell me about the Three of Cups, please. And a silver lining meaning that, when you look back on all the crap or all of the surprises that came in, you might be in a whole different position, and that is a better position. Tell me about the Three of Cups, please. Look at that. The Sun jumping out for us, and the Prince of Cups. So, this changes things, doesn't it? The Prince of Cups is, of course, the emotional offer. So Prince Charming comes in to save the day unexpectedly. There could be someone coming in. The Sun card is, of course, card of Leo, and happiness and joy on his heels. Wow. So sudden happiness, sudden celebration. Even though this is a difficult situation, there's going to be some sort of ending, some sort of conflict that with a commitment is going to be ending, and you're going to be hearing about it. Maybe you're the one that's going to be telling them. But there is a very swift change in this. And it's going to turn out really well, my air sign friends. I have the Amenti Oracle deck here. This is based on the teachings of Ma'at, the Egyptian goddess Ma'at. And it's about living life with a light heart, a feather heart. There's the one card my air signs need to see, please. That one, thank you. I am peaceful. So, you know, sometimes peace is worth more. Whatever this emotional offering is that comes in, it is going to put you in a much better position. But you've got to clear the way and end things, my air sign friends. The Death card, the transition. The transition is going to be beautiful and peaceful, but it's going to take some work to get there, and it might not feel good while you're on that road. All right? Once you're in a better position, you're going to be able to move forward. I am peaceful, my air sign friends. All right, let's pick this up, and we'll see who's next. Just cut that in. All right, bear with me here while I shuffle a bit, and we'll see who's next. All right, who's next? I thank everyone for being here. I truly appreciate you tuning in. I do the dailies, I do the monthlies, and I do a mid-month or seasonal with the change in astrological signs money reading. So, what's happening here with this Affirmations Tarot? Who are we shuffling for next? The Moon and the Two of Wands. So fire signs are next. Two of Wands, the crossroads, the threshold. Which direction are you going? You're off in search. You're still surveying things because they're not clear. They're not clear just yet. This moon could mean our full moon on the 3rd. This moon is about reflection and kind of obscuring things. Trying to see through everything that's clouding it. Tell me about the fire signs, please. What's happening for the fire signs? The road ahead. This is the 2nd of August through the 8th of August. Don't forget, Lionsgate portal on the 8th, full moon on the 3rd. What's going on for the fire signs? One or two cards for the fire signs, please. Thank you. The Hanged Man, card number 12. Why is number 12 important to you, my fire sign friends? The Hanged Man, about assessing and trying to decide what you're doing. Now, I've got too many cards here, so we're going to put them all back. The Hanged Man, patience, holding yourself apart from a situation, putting yourself in limbo. This is self-inflicted. The 5 of Swords. You're exhausted. You took a break. This 5 of Swords has been poking you forever. And it's time to just lay down the swords for a while. It's time to hang it up. One or two cards, please, for my fire signs. Fire signs, please. One or two cards. New deck. Let's see what's happening here for the fire signs. One or two cards, please. Sorry, guys. Fast forward if you like. How about the fire signs, please? Two cards. I need two cards, please. You're being fresh with me. This is the Affirmations Tarot, and I love it because it's so bright and cheerful and happy. It feels happy. Despite the continuous messages that you might have, it is a lighthearted deck. Tell me about the fire signs, please. This is the road ahead for the fire signs. Two cards. That one. Thank you. The 8 of Swords. And the 9 of Wands. Well, my fire signs, an important message here for you. You know, it feels like you've been poked for quite a while. And no matter which way you move, it's not getting you anywhere. This might be related to the moon and, oh goodness, I can't remember, but that cut that we had about seeing things clearly and where you need to go. You know, right now you're kind of stuck. These are your own fears and limiting beliefs, though, my fire signs. So you're the one that's keeping yourself stuck, again, voluntarily. So what's at the bottom of the deck here? We have the Chariot in reverse. My goodness, the Chariot in reverse is not making any move. The Chariot is completely out of alignment. It's upside down, and you're not going anywhere. It's kind of like a frog on its back, or rather a turtle on its back. What are we going to do? You're not ready to give up. Which, let's see what happens. That's the Nine of Wands there too. So you most definitely are not ready to give up. What's underneath here? The Empress. Well, there may be a mother or mother figure, but this is something you're trying to put together, something you are really focused on creating, and you've got challenges still coming at you. You're still fighting them off. They may even be legal challenges, my friends, but they are going to balance out. It's a question of money, though. It's a question of money and commitment. And there's our turtle. Oh my goodness. There's our turtle, and he's on his back, my friends. So, Four of Wands, it involves your security. It involves your stability. You're not ready to make the move. Whatever it is, my fire sign friends, where are you stuck? What is it your doubts are telling you? Your fears, your beliefs. They're false, all right? Because this Eight of Swords is keeping yourself trapped, self-sabotage. So don't let your thoughts run wild. Keep a steady head. You're in this mood. You're in this so that you can see all of the different perspectives that you need. One of them is going to be right. The Nine of Wands and the Four of Wands. Most definitely are Nine of Wands here and the Four of Wands underneath the deck. We got to see what these are, since we know the Hanged Man and the Prince of Swords. Okay, so that's reiterating what we were just talking about. Don't give up. It involves your home and our Hanged Man, keeping yourself held apart. Things are going to be changing here, my fire sign friends. The Prince of Swords is going to charge in, sometimes a little bit tactless. So if this is a situation that's been building, you want to make sure that you are focused and intentional with your conversation, rather than helter-skelter, okay? The Prince of Swords can charge in and upset the balance. You're not ready to give up on this, so you want to make sure that you approach it in a very focused and determined, maybe even a little bit fierce, but focused and determined way. So don't let these, the speed of what you're doing get the better of you. All right, let's talk about our fire signs and this Five of Swords. What is it that is poking you? What is it that you're exhausted from? What's been going on? It's, you got to let these thoughts run away. Because what's happening here is you're keeping yourself in this cycle. This is perpetual. All right, so until something comes in and changes it. I'm not sure where that something comes in. Where's justice? Justice may be the something that comes in and kind of levels the field. But there is that financial shortage. It might be costing you a lot to do this. What's going on? What is it you're trying to create here? Something that has not been paying off. Swiftness, the Eight of Wands. So things are coming in. You are going to hear about this fairly quickly. I thought we saw that down here too. Anyway, the Five of Swords. The Two of Swords. Yes, all of these swords, my fire sign friends, this has been on your mind indefinitely, relentlessly. I'm surprised I don't have the Nine of Swords out. I'm sure you're not sleeping. This is something that has occupied so much of your time right now. It's really time for you to take that leap of faith and jump, because no action is going to keep you here. So, thank you. The Princess of Cups. You're waiting on news. Are you waiting on news? Maybe. News from a younger person, maybe a child. I have the Empress here. So you might be a parental figure that's trying to settle something here, trying to stay out of it, but never giving up on it. Things are going to change quickly, but there is an element of protection here as well. You're trying to do the right thing. You're trying to do the right thing. The Empress. All right, so let's see what the Hanged Man is here for, please, for my fire sign friends. What is the perspective? You're trying to put this news into perspective. You're trying to put this news into perspective. Because these messages came in quickly and they just added to. They just added to the weight of the decision you must make. What's happening here? It does involve your home. And you're feeling a little bit tough about it. And I mean, yeah, come on, tough. Queen of Swords. You're going to make a decision soon. You're going to have to. It's inevitable. So whatever the communication is, I'm going to caution you again to just use your tact. The Empress is Earth Mother. Use that tenderness that that you may have for this situation. And I don't know if it's an emotional situation. I really don't have any cups here other than the news. So you're going to want to make sure that you are tempering your enthusiasm, your quest. The Prince of Swords. Let's see. What is the decision you're making? What is it you're not ready to give up? You've drawn a line in the sand and you have your boundaries and standards and you're not going to let them slide. I think that's your decision. Despite this news, that is your decision. The Two of Cups. Well, the Two of Cups, this is something close to you. Someone close to you. Does not have to be romantic, but it feels like it could be. The Two of Cups is, sometimes relationships are painful when they're in growing stages and you feel like maybe you're not saying anything that's correct, so you just took a breather. Doesn't mean that you are leaving, but you might be taking a breather here. The Four of Wands, you might just be away from home. Tell me about the Nine of Wands here, please. You're not comfortable. The Chariot card. Here we go. And the Sun. You're not ready to give up on this because you can see that there is happiness and joy and real possibilities on the horizon. So how are you going to get through this, my fire sign friends? Now this is relationship based, at least it feels to me. It could be mother and child. Could be, just a situation that you are bound and determined to overcome and bring into harmony and happiness. And all of those people around you, especially this particular one, are going to be, those relationships are going to be cemented and balanced and fair. Okay? Seven of Wands. Tell me one more card here, please, for my fire signs. How are they going to bring this around? One more card, please. Tell me how they're going to bring this around. How do we get to this happiness, joy, love, harmony, contentment? The Three of Pentacles. So you're going to have to work on it, my friends. You're going to have to assemble it piece by piece. So whatever you've been contemplating here, deciding on, not willing to sacrifice for, not willing to give an inch on, you're going to have to build it up. You're going to have to structure it so that it can grow, so that it's got a stable foundation. All right? So whatever it is, whether it's something in your home or something in your life that involves these people close to you, I would say you need to build it. Build it solid. All right, the Amenti Oracle card deck. This is about living with a feather heart, a light heart, based on the teachings of the Egyptian goddess Mot. What do we have here, please? Fire signs. One card for the fire signs. Thank you. We're going to leave it, but that is, I am peaceful, and I did cut that in. So, maybe you are peaceful where you are. But, peaceful is maybe that's what's most important to you? Peace and harmony? What's happening for the fire signs, please? One card, that one, thank you. I am forgiving. Well, peace and forgiveness, my friends. Peace and forgiveness. This has been difficult. You've had your doubts about how this was going to turn out. But I think there is a change in direction here with these messages that come in. They are messages, most likely good news here that comes in, gets you out of this hanged man position and helps you make a decision, my fire sign friends. Peace, harmony, joy, and happiness. I am peaceful. I am forgiving. I do hope this works out for you, my fire sign friends. Remember, free will is always at play, and things change just by the way you speak about them. So be careful there with that Prince of Swords. All right, bear with me while we shuffle and see who's next. I truly appreciate you tuning in for these road ahead sessions. I know we talked about going live, but I have just opened a brand new location here in Port Salerno, Florida, that is taking a lot of my time, especially on a Saturday. So these, for the time going forward, are going to be pre-recorded, and I do appreciate your attention. All right, who's next? We have Earth and Water. Earth and Water. Who's next? Earth or Water? This is the week ahead, the road ahead, for August 2nd through August 8th, that full moon on the 3rd, and also the Lion's Gate on the 8th. That portal is interesting. It's where we come into power and, or maybe even authority, but power over our own lives, most definitely. All right, let's see. Who are we cutting for? Page of Pentacles and the Hermit. It sounds like we're doing earth signs. The Hermit, what path are you on, my earth sign friends? The Page of Pentacles, your to-do list right there, front and center. This is about putting things together and mapping out the plan. And the next step would be executing the plan once we find our path. So Virgo on the table already. Page of Pentacles, news, financial, valuable, or important news coming in for the earth signs. Fellow Cappy here, so that makes me happy. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, earth signs. 1 or 2 cards for the earth signs, please. Three cards here. We have, what do we have? The Death card. Oh, 4 cards. How perfect is that? The 8 of Cups, the 3 of Swords, and the King of Cups. Well, earth signs. Pardon me. Excuse me. Well, my friends, we have Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio here. Something you thought you might have left behind, but now it's in transition. It was disappointing. This King of Cups is a lot of emotion. He's very sensitive. So, the 9 of Wands tells me that you're not ready to give up on this situation. I don't know. Did he not give up? The King of Cups did not give up. You thought you could blow it off, but things have changed. The Death card, Scorpio energy there. Transition. The 9 of Wands is your boundaries and your standards. So if there is a person that's come in that you thought you might have been able to release because they weren't, they were disappointing, they were difficult, they were not satisfying. So that transition has now taken place, and you still have your standards, but you're coming into an emotional balance with this person. So I'm going to liken this to a dating situation where someone's come in and they were kind of disappointing at first look see, and you thought you could leave them behind. But that's changed. Something about that's changed. Still keeping your boundaries, still keeping your standards, and being exacting, making sure that maybe that they toe the line, or that the situation that you're in toes the line, finding out everything you can, and really being clear with your intent and your vision. Okay? What's happening for the earth signs here? The 9 of Wands, bottom of the deck, standing firm, fierce. The 3 of Swords here. Where's the disappointment coming in this situation? And how are you going to handle it? You're going to handle it with sensitivity. You're going to handle it with kindness, generosity, peace, and calm. All right, whatever the transition is, whatever the Scorpio energy is here, the Death card, an ending and a new beginning, leaving that emotional section of it behind and moving forward, even though it's very sensitive and it still might be difficult and painful. You're moving on. You're going to hold your head high, and you're not going to let anybody see how difficult it's been, how painful it's been, my earth sign friends. Tell me about the Three of Swords, please. Excuse me. Off the table. The Nine of Swords. Yes, it's been keeping you up at night. This pain and sorrow, sadness, even grief has been keeping you up at night. Your heart hurts here. How is this? Interference, the Eight of Swords. Someone else is pulling the strings, perhaps? Was there someone else that was manipulating the situation? And that hurts? Realizing that that hurts? The Eight of Swords are your doubts and your fears. So here they are, loud and proud, all right? The Nine of Swords and the Eight of Swords. I mean, that's pretty heavy there. It's time to release some of that. How are you moving forward, my earth sign friends? The Eight of Cups. Thank you. The Tower. Wow. Unexpected endings, unexpected pain or sorrow, unexpected they're showing me washing your hands, unexpected dusting off of whatever the situation is. Washing your hands of the situation. Tell me about the Eight of Cups, my earth sign friends. What's happening here? The Death card. The ending, a sudden ending, my friends. A death and a rebirth, a new beginning on the other side. So what are you in transition of? Is this ending part of your new beginning and putting you in a place where you can still hold your boundaries and your standards and have what you want, not giving up on that, but finding that emotional peace and balance with where you are and still maintaining your sensitivity, still maintaining that open and generous heart that earth signs are known for. All right, we like a nice life. And there are different things coming in now. So try not to get too upset here with this Three of Swords. We're losing that. We're putting it behind us. Okay? Setting it free. The Death card is going to set you free, my earth signs. So is there a Scorpio in your life that's coming in to shake things up? What's the Death card here for, please? Thank you. We have the Four of Swords and the Princess of Swords. So you've thought long about this. All right, look at all the swords we have. Excuse me. The Nine and the Eight of Swords, this has really been weighing on your mind, and they were disappointing. So we're going to go back to that dating scenario. You know, they were disappointing, but you've learned a little bit more about them, and you might have called a truce here and now are open to perhaps the kindness and generosity that they may be showing you. This was an unexpected development. You thought you'd left it behind. What's happening with the King of Cups? Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, the Hermit. That was the other card, right? Valuable, important news from the Hermit. When we cut the cards there, my earth sign friends. Virgo. So this is about finding your path. This is a side of you that is on your path. These events are on your path, and it's up to you to see clearly where you're headed. So this Tower and the Death card here, are going to be freeing you from this pain. They're going to be sending you on a new journey, and I do believe it's with someone. What's happening here? Thank you. Yes, our Four of Cups, luxury, and the Four of Cups, you know, sometimes can mean a little bit of disappointment, disillusionment, and maybe even disrespect. But I think in this case, it is you landing in the center of that lotus flower, surrounded by all things beautiful. The Four of Cups is here a very peaceful, and it's a feel-good energy here. So you are finding a path to this sensitivity, kindness, and generosity. You're going to be surprised by what comes out of this transition. Tell me about the King of Cups here, please. One more card. Thank you. The Ten of Swords. This is over. This is finished. It's time for you to move forward with kindness and an open heart. And you know, there might be a Scorpio pouring things into you, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. There might be a new beginning with a relationship you thought was finished. But you learned more about it, and you know, you've had some time to rest and recover from whatever happened. This Ten of Swords, this ending here. Interesting. Is it coming back? That's my question. Is it coming back? Is it coming back? Or is it finished for good? The Three of Wands. It's not finished. There's more in the future, but it's going to take planning. So whatever interpretation works for you here today, my friends, there's more in the planning. There's more to be done. There are more choices for you to make. But your ships are coming in. They are right there. You've been able to not touch them, but they're right there. All right, my earth sign friends. So let's see what the Amenti Oracle has to say for you. Living with a feather heart. What's happening for my earth sign friends? Earth signs, one card, please. Okay, thank you. I keep my own counsel. Well, that's that hermit, okay? The hermit is the solitary creature, the wise owl that lives on the side of the hill, right? People come to them for counsel, but right now you're keeping yourself to yourself. And by the way, this King of Cups is someone that is emotionally reserved too. We spoke a lot about his sensitivity, but he doesn't let anybody see that he's vulnerable. And earth signs, many earth signs I know are like that. So however much you are enjoying what you're doing, you're not necessarily letting people know, and you're certainly not letting them know how much this was painful, how much this hurt. I keep my own counsel. So keep your eyes open, my earth sign friends. Keep your eye on the prize. Okay, earth signs. So that means we have water left to do. What's going on for the water signs? I'm sorry, I have a little tickle in my throat today. I apologize. Here we go. All right, water signs. What's happening for the water signs? This is the road ahead, August 2nd, full moon on the 3rd, and then Lionsgate on the 8th, the final day of this road ahead, the 2nd through the 8th. For the water signs, what happens in their lives this week? What are these transitions, these celestial transitions? What do they mean for the water signs? What's happening? Water signs, please. Thank you. 2 cards. We have the Ten of Wands and the Six of Cups. So there's a relief here, my friends. There's a return to a comfortable situation. There's a return to a nostalgic or past situation that was a lot of pressure that took a, maybe that is coming, maybe this pressure is coming from a child. Tell me about the water signs, please. The week of, thank you. The Six of Wands. I think there's recognition in what's happening. You now see it. Water signs, please. One more card, please, for the water signs. Thank you. Justice. And the Eight of Wands. I love it. I didn't realize there was a unicorn in this. The Eight of Wands. The news is going to travel quickly, and it might even be unusual news, magical news, mystical news that comes in for you, my water sign friends. The Eight of Wands, sometimes seen as the arrows of love. I don't know that that's the case here today, but it is news traveling quickly, things changing quickly, and they may be changing to a more balanced and fair justice situation. You're going to have a relief and success coming in. So what is the Ten of Wands here for? What is the burden that you're carrying? The Ten of Wands. You've looks like you need a little bit of a break You need some water. That's a camel there. You need some water. It's been heavy. It's been on your back. Time to put it down. So how are you going to be able to do that? The news is what's going to change things for you, and you're going to be successful. You're going to be recognizing how this situation has now rectified itself. Tell me about the Ten of Wands, my water sign friends. The Ten of Wands. The Five of Cups. Sadness, sorrow. This is weighed heavily on your heart. This is grief. Reflection. Looking at everything that's gone on and not being able to see the way out. The Ten of Wands. That's put immense pressure on you, my water sign friends. The Three of Pentacles. I think you're working up to relieving this pressure. But it's going to take this news to help you do that and rebuild. What's going on, my water sign friends? What's the Six of Cups here for, please? Whatever's changing is most likely going to change in a factor of 6, I would say. So maybe before the end of the week, you hear the Three of Pentacles, able to build it up. This is the Ace of Wands. It was in reverse, so I don't know. Do you not have an idea of how to do this yet? Do you not have any anything invested in this? Or are you at a loss of power? What's happening? I think you're going to be changing that very soon. The Magician is, I think, you bringing things in, using all of your tools to make this right, to make it conform to what you want. The Knight of Swords, Ace of Wands, and the Three of Pentacles. So you might have been stalled in the building process, and that's been a disappointment. That's been a burden. But it's going to be changing. How is it going to be changing? What is the Six of Cups here for, please? The Six of Cups. The Nine of Wands. So this is something that you have been fighting for, your comfort zone, your stability, and your ease. Just, you want to be able to breathe, and you're not giving up on this until you can. And justice is most likely what this news is. That's going to allow you to breathe again. Allow you to relax. The Tower. And it comes in unexpectedly. It comes in a flash, very quickly. News travels very quickly. So what is the justice here? Thank you. The Prince of Cups. So, an emotionally touching offer. So whatever this justice is, it comes in, it is going to settle well, okay? It's going to bring you back to this peace and comfort and this harmony. This news may be the arrows of love. You might get a Prince Charming offer. You might get that that Sleeping Beauty kiss. You know, this is Prince Charming here. So is someone making a legal offer to you? Is someone making a proposal? Something you've been waiting on, something you thought would never come, something you weren't ready to give up on, and have been putting the pieces together for, and now you need that one more. You need that one more for your stability and your foundation there. You're not ready to give up on this. The Tower is an unexpected event. So what is coming in? This news is the unexpected event. Thank you. Oops. King of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, somebody that's going to take charge. So someone assumes control of this and brings it into alignment for you. Someone assumes control of whatever is being offered to you, whatever emotional situation, whatever's going to touch you, whether it's children or your comfort zone. You are going to recognize, I think, the effort that went into it. You are going to recognize how how it meets your standards now, how it does do you justice. Tell me about the water signs, please. Six of Wands. What is the success that you are expecting or walking into? It's definitely going to be a relief of the pressure, my friends. And Seven of Wands. Yes, overcoming the obstacles. So I think you recognize how you need to overcome the obstacles and where you need to stand strong and where you need to present a united front, whatever that means to you, a united front, either with people in your home and household, your children, or with people that are involved in your comfort, in your ease, in the choices that you're making. Tell me about the Six of Wands, please. How is this justice coming in? The moon. Okay, so we're talking about this week, my friends. Most likely that is the full moon on the 3rd, 5 days before or after usually. The moon. Going to cloud things. Maybe it's going to clear things up now and you can see your way through whatever these obstacles are. Get through this disappointment and this melancholy that you feel about the situation. All is not lost. There is an opportunity here that you're going to be able to see clearly, and it's going to put you in a position of leadership, most likely. The news that comes in is an emotional offer that touches you and puts you in a position of authority and brings you into a place where you can affect the justice you want. It could also be that there is someone in authority that brings you news of a legal matter, something that has been holding you and keeping you and been a thorn in your side, an obstacle that you have to cross, and the moon is going to bring that full culmination to it. One more card here, please, for my water sign friends. One more card. The Queen of Cups. Approach it with sensitivity, my friends, and here you are, the Fool. Now, the Queen of Cups, of course, is you, water signs. The Queen of Cups is someone that is very poker-faced. Not going to let them see you sweat, right? Queen of Cups, calm, cool, and collected, kind and sensitive, but really doesn't want to delve into all of those emotions. She'd rather keep them inside. She'd rather keep them to herself, and she's very intuitive too. So whatever your intuition is telling you, all is not lost. It is leading you in the right direction, and when you hear the news, whatever the offer is, you're going to have the ability to really recognize and disseminate and decide how to move forward through these obstacles, because it is going to become clear how you're going to do it. And it may even come as a surprise to you or whoever else is involved when you take that leap of faith. All right, what is happening with the Amenti Oracle card deck for my water sign friends? Water signs, one card, please. The road ahead, August 2nd through 8th. I give offerings that are genuine. You know, I saw this card before we started and it called out to me. This is about making sure that whatever you offer is from your true heart. It's truly who you are. And I don't, this is you being you. Kind, considerate, sensitive, peace-loving, and everything you do is from the heart, my water sign friends. Everything you do is, I think, with the best intentions usually. I give offerings that are genuine. My friends, I do thank you so much for joining me for these Road Ahead readings. Don't forget to like, share, and leave me a comment. Subscribing would be wonderful as well. And thank you very much. All of my details are in the description box if you'd like to connect with me. And we'll speak to you again tomorrow.